Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Pam is in the Garden. Hi, I'm Pam, and today I want to talk about getting our spring garden ready. And the best way to do that is to start the easiest vegetables in the world, lettuce. Lettuce take anywhere between 20 to 30 days to go into full maturity. But like most lettuce, you can eat them as soon as they get 3 to 4 inches in the leaves. They take 7 to 14 days to germinate. They go from seed to the little bitty baby one that you see poking up out of the dirt. So in 3 to 4 weeks, you can plant it out in your garden or in your pot. Also, I have spinach. Spinach is a cool weather crop. All of these are cool weather crops. Everything I'm going to show you today. The one thing about spinach, and my best advice to you, is that please do not use old seeds. If you have them, you can test them out and see if they germinate. But if not, fresh spinach seeds really do well. And this one is the Great Noble. Again, when certain leaves get big, you can pick the big ones, leave the little ones, and they will continue to grow. I also have a new one, and I'm excited to use this one. This one is a mustard gourmet mix, and it has mustard Tokyo Bianca and red stem Mizuna mix. If you growing lettuce just for salad mixes, they have a bunch of them, like a gourmet mix, a loose leaf mix, anything with different varieties and different colors in their seeds. That is a good idea. That's what I do. I try to pick up a lot of them that says mixes in them. That way they keep me from buying one seed of this one and one seed of that one and one pack of that one, when I can get all of them in a nice mix. These also can be grown in containers. Now, the one thing I have noticed over the past 2 or 3 years is that the seed companies are putting a lot of information on the back of the packages that are very simple to follow. Also, they'll tell you whether or not are they container friendly. Even if it doesn't say the lettuce is container friendly, they are, because they have shallow roots. They don't have long tapping roots. They have shallow roots. So you can get a nice pot that's about this big, or not even smaller than that, and have a nice salad mix done. Also on the list for our cool weather crop is kale. Kale is so delicious. A lot of people don't like the taste of kale. I don't know why, but they don't. But that's okay. You don't have to grow it if you don't want to. It's your garden, honey. Yes. But I do have the OG, which is the blue dwarf curly kale, vast kale, that you see mostly in the major grocery stores. They're really dense. They're very curly. They're kind of thick, but they're so delicious. And also, I'm going to be doing the red Russian kale. I think a lot of people have heard of that. It's not really thick, but it has like a red vein that goes down the stem and out through the leaf, but it's still green, and it's delicious as well. I have another kale here. This one is the scarlet. This particular one is a deep Marlowe burgundy color kale. And I don't know what it is with my theme this year, but it's a lot of purple going on. But I saw this and I was like, I gotta have it. I gotta try it. You know, I want to taste it. I want to see what it looks like. And it also, you can harvest in 30 days. If you want the big broad leaves, you might have to wait another month to 55 days. But knowing me, I'm pick as I go. You know, that's the whole purpose of me putting it there, so I can eat it now. You know, but I'm so excited to try this one. Also, I'm going to be growing again this year is broccoli. This one is the Sun King hybrid. I grew broccoli last year for the very first time, and when I tell you I was so excited, the heads on these bad boys was about as large as my hand. That's how wonderful. I was so excited I didn't want to eat it, but I ate it. But I'll be trying that as well. And what else? Cabbage. You know, I got the early variety. This one is by Burpee. It's called Orlana. It did really good. I've tried with cabbage here and there, here and there. I found out the secret is that don't put the cabbage in the ground, because slugs and bugs and everything get off up in there. And you can set out traps and put a sprinkle little stuff out there. But I grew them in grow bags, and I didn't have any problems with slugs, maybe one or two. But usually if I put them in the ground, in the earth, slugs all over it, and it gets to the point that I just give up and have to throw the whole thing away. And I'm not doing all this hard work to be throwing no food away. So my best advice is, if you want to do cabbage, and you don't want any problems, do them in a grow bag or something up high on a table or something. That's the secret to that. Okay, moving on. So I'm also growing Asian greens. Asian greens is like your bok choys and your pak choys and tot soys. Those are considered as Asian greens. They're more closer to the spinach family, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it, but I believe they are. They're more closer to the spinach family, and they're delicious. You can get the baby choys. They're about that big, you know, for your salads and things like that. They have purple, green. I've seen one, if I'm not mistaken, is white. But you can grow your Asian greens. So I have, like I said, I have the baby choy, I have the tot soy, and I have the purple lady bok choy. That was cute. I like it purple. I don't. Okay. Also, collards. Get your collards together, honey. Yes. Collard greens are a staple in my garden. If I don't grow anything else, I'm growing some collards. I love collard greens. I love them when they're young. I love them when they're in the fall, when we put in for our fall harvest, and that first frost get over and they got that nice crisp to them and the sugar in them, and they just looking so good. I got to have them. So I grow collard greens all year round. For real, I do. If I don't have anything in my fall garden, it's going to be some collard greens for real. So I got the Georgia collards. Gotta have that. And then I have the Georgia Southern Creole. Now, they did pretty good. I wasn't really familiar with them, so it was okay. You know, something different. It take about 75 days. They take about 75 days to full maturity. But as you know, the more you pick collard greens, the more they grow. So yes, I got to have them. And I grow a lot of them because I blanch them and I freeze them. I think I have about 4 or 5 bags left of some collard greens. So yeah, it's time to make, plant some more. Also, mustard greens. I love mustard greens. I came across, I thought mustard greens were just green color. I've never seen anything other than the green mustard greens. But as I get into gardening more and I find new varieties, there is a giant red mustard, and it's beautiful. They grow just as big as what is this one? The Florida broadleaf. That's what everybody's used to seeing in the grocery store, is the Florida broadleaf, and it's beautiful too. But when that red bad boy come up there, it is beautiful. So, sometimes I hate to eat this stuff because it just looks so pretty, but I'm going to eat it. So yeah, I have the red and the green. They take about, let's see. They're in full sun. Take about 30 days. Yeah, to full maturity, 30 days. So that's why I'm, starting these now and gonna set them out towards the end of March. No, these beginning of March and end of March. So I'll be continuing harvesting these as well. Now, if you want to do onions, now is the time to do them because they take so long to mature. Onions, depending on the variety, big bulby onions take about 100 to 120 days to get nice and plump like you see in the grocery stores. So the bulby onions, if you want to grow those, now is the time to do them. But if you like the salad onions, the ones that come by yay long with the white ends and the green stalks, salad onions, scallions, however you want to say it, you can start those now too. And they are come and cut again. I got a bunch of those. I love onions in my salads. I love salads. Last year I really couldn't. I did some, but not a whole lot, because last year I had problems with my foot and it was a lot of things I really couldn't do. I couldn't do a lot of videos, but I had the surgery, got my foot fixed. Now I'm ready to go. And when I tell you I'm ready, I am so ready. I got seeds spread out everywhere. I do. But yeah, so if you want some bunching onions, they're very tough. They're very tolerant of the cold, and then some of them can take a freeze, so that's why if you want to get them out, because they really, really get their growth on in cool weather. Here in Michigan, our spring starts March, I think, something like that. And so you want to get these out, you can get them established before the last frost day. And our last frost day, I want to say May 10th, something like that, because I'm in lower East Michigan, right down there, okay, in zone 6, A, B, 6. So if you really want the roots to get established, now is the time to go ahead and get them started. Also this year, I'll be planting some more shallots, the red and the yellow shallots as well. I love shallots. I love onions. I do. I really do. And shallots have a little bit more punch than your scallions or your bunching onions do, but I love them. I cut them up and I freeze them as well. Now, another thing, if you like me, I love celery, and celery is a long time germinator. They germinate so long. I have some in my home now that I started in the beginning of January, and they're just now poking. They're getting a little bit bigger, but they take so long to germinate. They take like 3 or 4 weeks to germinate. And then it's going to take another 4 weeks for them to get up in a little size for me to prick them out and put them in their individual pots and things like that. So I think that's pretty much it, what I wanted to show you. So the bonus about all these vegetables I just talked about and show you is that all of these are 2-season crops. And what I mean by 2-season crops, you got your spring and you got your fall, winter, same thing, fall crops too. So when you go to the stores, or if you happen to be in Home Depot or Lowe's or Myers or Walmart or wherever you get your seeds from online, don't just get one, get two, because of the simple fact, like I said, you can grow a package of these in the springtime, and you can grow another package in the fall. It's just that, you know, you got to know when to do it. If it's too hot, then they're going to germinate super fast and they're going to bolt super fast. But I'm here to help you and guide you on when to start planting these. So like I said, these take about 7 to 14 days to germinate, and then you got 3 to 4 weeks to get them outside. So if you start all these now, we'll be able to put these outside in the middle of March. Even though it's snow outside, we can make some room. I improvise all the time in my garden, and I'm not gonna let the weather stop me from working in my garden. I'm not gonna do that, but I just had to find ways to do it. So like I said, all of these are cool weather crops. Now, let me just put another disclaimer out there. Some lettuces, there are some varieties that are heat tolerant. And what I mean by heat tolerant, they can pretty much take it up to about 80 degrees. If you provide shade or shade cloth over them, or if you could provide them filter shade. I mean, like I'm under the tree, but when the wind blows, it still gets suns. Well, when they're in the shade, the degrees go down, so therefore they can survive. And I know this for a fact because on my patio, I'm surrounded by 2 big trees. It mostly get morning sun in this particular spot, but in the evening from 12 o'clock to about 6 o'clock, that sun is blazing. But where I have them placed, the branches and the leaves and everything filter out majority of that hot sun, so they still continue to grow. I have to water them a lot more, but that's okay because I continuously have a harvest of lettuce. So if you want to continue growing lettuce and a salad mix, a good salad mix all summer long, make sure you look and it says heat tolerant. Okay, it gotta say heat tolerant. If not, the very first time the temperature goes up 50, 60, 65, 70, they're gonna bolt. And when I mean they're going to shoot straight up and they're going to put out flowers. Once you see the flowers on there, don't eat it because they're bitter. And then you will have to wait for a while. So that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So if you like what you heard, okay, and having value to what you want to learn, or what do you have an idea you want to do starting this spring, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Because that helps me to help you in the garden. And I believe that's it. So I'll see you next time. Y'all be safe and have a great day.